I see you, the good girl feeling powerless, filled with sexual trauma, guilt, fear, and shame. Haven't held your head high for too long in a while. Forced to dim your light, feeling lost with sadness behind your smile. Familiar with doing what you were taught by people who weren't fulfilled either. Crying out for more because you're tired of living as this little version of you, trying to shrink yourself down into a box never meant for you. Voice silenced, still trying to be seen and not heard. Ashamed to ask for what you want because you should be silent and submit to someone else's say. Unfulfilled because when you do speak, you're still not heard. You may not have shared that you were violated and abused as a child, and you were tormented and have been tormenting yourself ever since. You're still being violated mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, and financially. Maybe you didn't realize how you've been carrying those harmful childhood experiences, how you're still in childhood patterns that left you with that fear, guilt, and shame. Still experiencing pain from having no say. Now you think you shouldn't ask. Still seeking approval, and it's hard to enjoy life. You're worried about their thoughts and needs when you clearly don't give a damn about your own. You were told keeping your legs closed, locked, and shut down was the best way to respect yourself. Treated their pleasure as more important than yours so long you almost forgot you had any. You can't even have wild, crazy sex, because in your mind you're still that little one who's taken advantage of. You still believe deep down unconsciously that sex is bad, dirty, or must be done a certain way. Embarrassed taking your clothes off in front of your mirror and your partner, always asking for the lights off. Seeking validation in relationships and getting dragged through the mud. You're worried about them liking you, and you're not even showing that you like you. You've taken care of others so long, drained and complaining because you've ignored yourself so they weren't mad at you. Disciplined to avoid being called selfish. You know you desire so much more. Part of you is so afraid to let yourself have it. Pouring out your heart and soul only to feel undervalued and unappreciated. Frustrated by your dissatisfaction in life. It just doesn't match the output of the time and energy you give. Feeling stuck, wondering if you'll ever be truly happy in life. Whether in a relationship or single, you are still suffering. Consenting to deep, continuous pain of not being your unique, powerful self. Feeling suffocated, playing life so small with all the greatness inside of you. Full of regrets, and it's getting too heavy now. You still keep going and smile when you feel like crying. You know you have to do something else. You know you are tired of settling for a mediocre life. You're tired of feeling negative when you see others getting what they want, especially when you know you deserve what you want too. You're living in hell, depressed, unsatisfied, gaining weight, not taking care of yourself, becoming unrecognizable to yourself, ready to get out of this miserable cycle you've been living in. About 2.5 seconds from jumping in a hole where no one can find you, if you haven't already, and you're over it. You're ready to rise above and push beyond your negative feelings and limitations. You see there is another side to life, and there is still a higher part of you that knows you deserve it. You are ready to do away with the programming, to elevate to the fulfillment that you have stopped yourself from having, that your true self has been calling for. In enlightened dominatrix society, we want you to be liberated, tapping in and connecting with that inner Wonder Woman, living in unapologetic pleasure and wildly satisfied, breaking those invisible handcuffs and chains, building satisfying, joy-filled life of your dreams, knowing you're worth it, creating heaven on earth like you were meant to live in. You will be in more alignment with your true self, feeling true freedom and no longer making apologies or holding yourself back from walking in your confidence naturally. If they call you conceited, you'll agree and smile from the inside, transforming from that good girl to wild woman the world told you to fear for fear of her power. You will command respect with and without words. You'll wear that outfit you've been afraid to and that skin-tight catsuit, daring someone to check you because you know you look damn good. Walking in your power, sashaying those hips head high with graceful magnetic energy that enters the room before you. You will ooze authority, agency, and power as a fuller, unapologetic version of you, submitting to your Empress energy. You will channel and foster pleasure even more into every aspect of your life. You have no problem speaking when you're not spoken to, saving your energy where your voice is not appreciated. You'll whip others into shape, training on how to treat you and learn how to flog them properly, giving the right amount of pain and pleasure. You'll trust and know that commanding fulfillment in your life benefits all those around you because you give them permission to do the same. The universe is calling for you to free yourself, and the world won't know what to do with you besides give you what you want or get the hell out the way. Remember, vanilla came from a rough brown bean. Strength sprouts from hard starts. Shed your shame, guilt, and fear. Embrace your power now by activating and unleashing the dominatrix in you who commands her destiny with fierce elegance and grace.